are in Iceland and we're going to be travelling around this fascinating country in a camper van. So yeah, this is the inside. It's a Renault Traffic is the name of the van that we have.
This is it from the other angle. As you can see, I like it.
Over the next 10 days, we'll be embarking on an unforgettable journey, exploring the breathtaking wonders of Iceland. Everywhere we go, I always say, I'm like, I feel like I'm just in a movie. It doesn't feel real.
It's all very Iceland, lots of snow, lads cleaning it off the roads, and a camper van.
A winter paradise, honestly.
It is lovely, isn't it?
We don't want to leave this place.
We don't. So make sure to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell and follow along our Icelandic road trip. It's as cold as you think. In this episode we will be exploring Iceland's capital city of Reykjavik, and we'll find out for ourselves just how expensive Iceland really is, as we do a food shop and load up the van.
I don't know how much this is all going to cost now. Right, so we have a bit of a problem. We're trying to leave the car park and we're completely stuck in the snow. But we start with one of the country's top attractions, the Sky Lagoon. Okay, so first thing on our Iceland adventure is the Sky Lagoon. Now we're here and there's yellow wind warnings, so the wind is crazy. It is crazy. I don't know if it's the best day that we picked to do it. There's actually crowds of people here as well, so there's other people doing it, so we decided that we're not going to cancel, we're going to go ahead with it. Oh, I'm dying for this.
Yeah, this is hopefully going to be a lot of fun. I think it will be, despite the weather.
Similar to the famous Blue Lagoon, the Sky Lagoon is a mesmerising blend of natural beauty and modern luxury, set against the backdrop of Iceland's dramatic landscapes. The Sky Lagoon promises as an unforgettable retreat for both body and soul. Or so we thought. I'm afraid to go any further.
It is on Instagram or TikTok. This is wild. The water is really, really warm though, which is great. You'd be actually lost if it wasn't so hot.
Oh, it's so nice.
It's so cold above the water. My head is frozen there. Oh my god.
See someone with a point there. So also they actually give you a wristband to get in. So you use it for your locker, and then there's a bar as well. So you can just scan and get a drink. We'll have to do that. Jesus, you can't catch a break from it.
No.
From the wind. The wind is wild, honestly. I've never actually experienced wind like this. That is mental. Look at it, you can't face it. That would hurt you. Because you do wonder actually when you come to Iceland, especially in the height of winter, what way does it work when you're coming out to these outdoor thermal baths, pools, and you're in your swimming suit, but they're so warm that it actually works. It does actually work. But we are sort of tucking ourselves in behind a rock. It's not that bad, but it's still getting us. Right, so as you're saying, it's absolutely mental out there, honestly. The winds are crazy. There's like yellow warnings, as we said before we came in. We were told we could cancel it and all that, but we said we'd go ahead with it, but it is wild. Yeah. But the idea of the Sky Lagoon is it's an infinity pool, so it goes right out over the Atlantic Ocean, and I think that's how the winds are so bad then, because they're coming right in from that.
I'm going to try to go out to the infinity pool bar, Caolan. It's so wild, they're just getting lashed over by the Atlantic Ocean here. Woo.
It's absolutely lovely. Other than that, you can tuck yourself in around here and sort of get a little break from it. It's real warm, it's lovely. We also have a 7-step ritual booked as well, so there's a few like treatments and stuff included with it as well, which I can't wait for.
With your Sky Lagoon ticket you can pay an extra for a 7-step ritual, which step 1 is the lagoon, step 2 is a cold plunge, step 3 is a sauna, step 4 is a cold mist, step 5 is a body scrub, step 6 is a steam, before finishing the ritual with the lagoon once again. It's a saving grace that water is so hot, honestly. It's absolutely freezing. Any part of your body that's not under the water it's just getting pelted out with wind and sleet, so it's really, really cold. So you have this weird thing where the bottom part of your body is really, really warm, and then the top part is just so cold. But also as well, it's recommended to wear a hat because the wind is so bad that it can actually give you problems with your ears and things like that. So you see a lot of people are out there with their hats on, plus extra heat.
I pity the people that don't have hats on though. You can see they're struggling out there, they have their hands over their ears. My hat is after getting a little bit wet, but it's definitely helping. After a few minutes of shelter, it was time to find the bar. Unfortunately, the weather just seemed to only get worse.
Okay, so just to prove we weren't exaggerating about how wild it is here, they're actually closing the lagoons and they're instructing everybody to go back.
So the weather is really bad, and because of this bad conditions, we have to close the lagoon.
Okay, so we have to get out?
Yeah, you have to go back to the changing room, but there's two options. You can just wait a little bit, maybe the weather will be better, but I'm not doing so.
Okay.
Try to make the booking on the other day, okay?
Another day, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just like follow us.
Okay, right, great, thanks.
Thank you very much. Okay, so that's the deal. The weather is too bad. They're closing it down. We were going to go and do our 7-step ritual, which was included with our ticket.
Yeah.
But we are having the option to come back another day. So let's go. Try and get back safe.
Welcome to Iceland!
What a great first day! Right, so we're back at our campsite, covered in snow. So yeah, as you're seeing there, we actually had to leave the Sky Lagoon because they had to close it early because the weather and the winds just got really, really bad. I think they were just afraid it was a bit dangerous, to be fair. It was actually a little bit scary as well. It would go against your breath a little bit, so I think we were ready to leave. The only thing that we did miss out on was the 7-step ritual, which is basically like, I think you get a cold plunge and then you get to go into a sauna, you get a body scrub and just some nice sort of treatments done. So we were looking forward to it. It was the ticket that we booked, but sure, listen, what can you do? I mean, the weather, no one can control the weather, so we are going to get a full refund back on that, and that should just go back on the card within 30 days, which is great. They did actually give us the option to reschedule our appointment, but we're going to be leaving Reykjavik and we're going to be going on the road, and we want to see some other places, so we just went for the refund. And as I said, yeah, we still did get some time in the lagoon, which was nice and not so nice with the weather, but we would highly recommend. There's two of them you can do. A lot of people might know the Blue Lagoon, but the Sky Lagoon is the newest one here in Reykjavik. I think it only opened in 2021, and it's absolutely beautiful. It's an infinity pool and it looks right over the Atlantic Ocean, so if there wasn't crazy winds like what we experienced, I think it would be absolutely gorgeous to do. And just I would book it in advance as well. We booked it before we came because there doesn't be many appointments. It's like one of the top tourist attractions to do. Once we made it back to our campsite, it was time to park up the camper and head out for a well-needed drink.
Ooh, okay, we've come down to the main centre of Reykjavik. We think there's a lot of hotels that say City Centre Hotel Reykjavik, so we think we're in the centre of it. It's very, very quiet, isn't it?
It's very quiet,
very quiet.
Very quiet, very cold, but we're nice and wrapped up. The wind has finally calmed
down. I think I lost part of my soul in that Sky Lagoon.
Oh my god, it was crazy. I never experienced anything like that. The wind was wild, wasn't it? It was really,
it was
really crazy.
It was absolutely mad. We've
come
down.
Bolly.
It's like a local Icelandic beer. €11, by the way. But
I think that's what you're going to pay for pints, but it's actually a really nice beer.
It is.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.
We've had to come outside because the music is pumping in there, so it's nice and warm in there. It's an Irish bar. The Drunk Rabbit is what it's called. On this street there's a few bars. I've seen like there's a British pub and then there's an American bar and things like this, so this might be like the lively part of the city. I'm not too sure, but you can't really tell, as I said, because there's not that many people. It's very, very quiet, but there's also not as much snow in the centre of the city, so they obviously look after here for people walking around and driving and things like that. But it's nice, I like it. It's lovely, yeah. And we actually walked down. Yeah, we walked about 40 minutes from the campsite that we're staying in, which actually wasn't so bad. It was alright, and we're gonna get a taxi back. We walked so we could have a beer. Hi.
Hi.
He's our friend. Hello.
We are actually going to come back down here tomorrow when it's bright out, because we believe there is actually a couple of spots to visit. It's supposed to be like a beautiful church, and then there's like the Rainbow Street. So a few little places. We'll check it out when it's actually nice and bright. But for now, yeah, we're just going to relax and have one beer. One beer each.
The next day it was time to leave Reykjavik. But before we left, we drove down for a quick little look around Iceland's capital city. Right, so just as I suspected, parking is difficult. So what we've done is we have to go to Bonus, which is the supermarket. So our logic is, but we also want to see a bit of Reykjavik. So our logic is we'll park at Bonus, the supermarket, and hopefully it'll be close enough that we can walk around Reykjavik.
Yeah.
Because we've seen the Bonus car parks and they're big and they're kind of spacious and they're fan friendly, put it that way.
Yeah, because there is a few spots around Reykjavik that we see in, but they're sort of on hills and it's very icy. So what's going to happen to us is if we park in one, we're afraid that we'll get stuck. Yeah. So we're going for the safest option. Yeah, we have a few requirements when it comes to parking. We can't just easily nip into any spot. So. No.
Okay, so we've got a park. It wasn't easy, but we had to download this app called Park It, and basically it'll show where you are in the city and then show the other parking areas basically, and they're colour coded. So obviously if you're, the most expensive is the one that's kind of closest to everything. They're the red zone. The second one after that then is a blue zone. I think it goes to green as well, and they're all different prices. We found one there, it's a blue zone, so we're about maybe an 11-minute walk or something from sort of the city centre, I guess. So and that's working out I think at 220 krona per hour. So you download it on the app, it picks up your navigation where you are, and then you just select park, and then that's how you don't get a ticket basically.
It's a really easy system actually, so you don't need cash on you then, it's just done by cards, which is handy. Look at that for a church. Oh my god, that's impressive, isn't it?
Lovely.
It's absolutely gorgeous. It's, as I said, it's down as one of the like #1 things to visit in Reykjavik. Now I read up online as well, it's just at 5 o'clock and it's just after 5, so I don't know if we'll get in, but even looking at it from the outside it's gorgeous. We read up as well, it's the biggest church in Iceland and one of the tallest structures in Iceland as well.
And now you're going to follow that up with the actual name of it.
Okay, no, I'm not even going to attempt to say it. I leave it here. There's no way.
Hallgrímskirkja.
Couple of things, we could have parked here. That was the way, isn't it? Just as we came up, we seen a lot of camper vans and stuff already parked here, so I could have done that. Also as well, don't really know too much about it. In fact, we don't really know too much about Reykjavik in general. Our research was based around Iceland itself, the country, more of a camper van sort of trip, and it was more the kind of natural places like the waterfalls and things like that and the glaciers that we sort of did more of our research on. But I definitely think with Reykjavik we would come back for like a city break, if you like, just 3-4 days to stay in the city and explore, because we have heard that there is some good things to do here. Anyone that we know that has gone to Reykjavik has said that they thought it was really nice city. So yeah, this is kind of more of a land in Reykjavik, pick up the camper and then explore Iceland kind of deal.
It's so beautiful, honestly. I think it's the snow as well that just makes it pop. Yeah. Isn't it gorgeous? And then you have all the branches of the trees and stuff.
It is, it's very pretty.
And it's very picturesque. It's gorgeous now, I have to say. It's lovely. Although you have to be careful in some parts. Some of the grounds, like that part there, is like an ice rink.
There, it actually is, look.
Oh, look at that ice rink. You're like tiptoeing on the way over. One thing that we're noticing as well about Reykjavik is the colour of the buildings, and the houses are absolutely gorgeous against the colour of the snow. They really pop, so you have like yellow, red, we've seen some greens as well. Just makes it really pretty. We're just after stopping into a lovely little cafe here. It's like a cafe library, very, very nice. And we stopped in and we got a REYKJAVIK fog, it's called. So we've seen it on the menu and we're like, we have to try that. But it's basically like an English breakfast tea, and then there's steamed milk inside it, and they have some sort of like Icelandic spice. I cannot pronounce the name of it, but it smells amazing, honestly. It's a perfect drink to heat us up. And then we also got some Icelandic donuts, which I can't remember the name of.
Kleine, I think
Kleine.
you said.
That's right, yeah, Kleine. So we got one each as well to try. That donut is honestly amazing. It's a tiny one, I'm raging we didn't get more. They're so nice. I'm still yet to try the tea though.
It's very milky. I know that's what it's made with, but like that's the
oh yeah,
base
it's
of
really
it,
milky,
isn't
yeah.
it?
It's lovely though. It's definitely a real winter drink. I can't figure out what the spice is like. Like I can't. It's not similar to one that I know. Sort of. It is very unique. Yeah. But yeah, it's very tasty, and you can see the tea bag just sits in it then as well. So you can actually see how milky it is there.
The donut is definitely the highlight. The tea, the REYKJAVIK fog, tastes like baby's bottle or something. It's very milky. Doesn't it? Okay, we're back on the streets, and those two REYKJAVIK fogs and the two Kleine, which is the donuts, came to 1,750 krona, which is roughly around 12 euros.
Right, so we have a bit of a problem. We're trying to leave the car park and we're completely stuck in the snow. Oh God. So the wheel is just spinning and spinning. He's after reversing it back. And we're trying everything, but come on, keep going, keep going. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Yes, yes. Oh my God, we made it. Woo. We're out, thank God for that. Woohoo, we did it. Oh my God, we did it. Now to make sure I don't slip. So icy. Oh, I'm slushy. Oh my God, can you hear that? I'm literally standing in puddles of slush. Well done.
Thank you.
Honestly, well done. That was our first time, and I'm sure there's going to be more of us getting stuck as well. Oh God. I'm just so glad we're out of it, because we're trying to make a supermarket. We need to pick up a shop. Yeah. So there's two of them. We were going to go to a place called Bonus, and that's like the cheapest place that you can shop in, and they close at 8 o'clock, so we're not making that. It's 5 to 8. So we're going to go to another one called Caolan, and we read online that it's just as cheap as well, and that opens till 9. They say don't do a food shop when you're hungry, and we're both really, really hungry. So I don't know how this is going to go, but I'm dying to see what they have, and I'm dying to see prices as well.
Okay, so it probably goes without saying that general consensus is that Iceland is very, very expensive. So we're going to see just how much it costs to get a food shop in for the next few days. Also, we're going to be going out, I wouldn't say into the wilderness, but away from sort of busy spots, and supposedly these supermarkets are really generally in the Reykjavik area, or that sort of south western side. So we also feel like maybe we should get enough for the whole trip, so we don't know, but we'll see.
We'll see prices first. Chicken flavour instant noodles. These are the type of things that we need. Do you know what I mean? They're convenient as well. I'm just looking at prices here as well.
139.
139. That's really actually good. Yeah.
Probably won't be the most healthiest of food on this shop. It's more, as Samantha said, more kind of convenient meals that we can just generally add water to, and away we go.
So a box of Capri Suns, $4.99. Yes. So these little cinnamon buns are absolutely gorgeous. We tried these already. We got them in Bonus. They were a little bit cheaper in Bonus, but not by much. So they're $3.89 here. So we're gonna get a bag of these.
Beans is also a really, really good option for a camper van. Two choices. We have the the one we all know, the Heinz baked beans, they are 259 krona, but they do have, I guess, an Icelandic brand, premium brand there, 135, so they're going in the basket for sure. 135.
Found some curry noodles, 56 krona, really, really cheap. So we have
56
6 packets. 56 packets. I think this is potato and leek soup. The packet of soup is always nicer. We have some of the cup of soups that we brought with us. You always crave in this cold weather, like these are the perfect sort of things to make. Soups, noodles, beans on toast.
We were just talking there about whether we get some fruit, which we probably should do, but I don't know about the cold weather, you just don't crave fruit.
We're not craving it, no. Onion?
Onion soup?
Oh, onion soup. Onion soupa. No, that's not what we're looking for, is it?
No.
Okay, that can go back. No, we actually read up as well, they do a lot of vegan stuff in here as well, so we're going to see if they have some vegan burgers, and then we've seen loads of burger buns, so that's just an easy thing to make as well in the camper. Right, good luck to you trying to find it.
Bit of English would help, lads, come on.
We found some plant-based stuff.
Plant-based sausage there, 545 krona, which is like €3.60 or something like that. I actually think that's decent.
Keelan says, mate.
The burgers are also 545 krona, and you get 4 of them.
That's good.
Like for 360 for vegan.
Do you want to get 2 packets of them then?
Yes.
Oh, we've no freezer.
Oh shit. Right, how much is the freezer?
Right, the trolley is starting to get really full.
124 krona a can. I'm sure it's absolute piss, but look, it'll do the job, I'm sure, won't it?
It's alcohol.
Campfire nights.
We also got some nachos and some cheese dip. That wasn't too there either. And then some Doritos and then the cheese nachos as well. So yeah, we're well stocked up. We got the burgers in the end. We also got the sausages. Woo! I don't know how much this is all going to cost now.
Basically, it's all absolute trash.
Sure, we're on our holidays. Right, we're back in the camper. The grand total was 13,595 krona. That was really, really good, we thought, anyway, because we'd heard so many stories about it being so expensive and this and that, and like we got alcohol and all with that. As Caolan said, we don't know what the beers are like. I mean, they could be just cheap beers, but they'll do. So yeah, if you're coming to Iceland and you're getting a camper van, we'd highly recommend shopping Cronin or else Bonus as well. They're both sort of similar, although there was actually seemed like a lot more options in that one. I don't think Bonus you can get alcohol in. That was a really good one, yeah. And they had a lot of vegan options as well if you're vegan, vegetarian, so thumbs up for that.
Cheers.
Cheers.
To van life in Iceland.
As you can see, we're all settled in, nice and cozy. We were so hungry, so we cooked the vegan burgers. This is our second one. And they're absolutely gorgeous, honestly. I don't know if they're like an Icelandic brand, but they're really, really good. So we're nice and cozy with the heating on. We've our snuddies on as well. So yeah, this is what it's all about, isn't it?
This is what it's all about.
Yes. Also, earlier on, we had a little walk around downtown Reykjavik, and what happened was our camera went dead after the church. So what we did was we went to the famous Rainbow Street. It's really cool. It's a street that's like painted in rainbow stripes, and you can actually see the church that we were at as well from the top of the street.
Yeah.
But it was just a really cool street. It's lined with like, there's loads of restaurants, there's loads of bars, there's loads of shops, like there's ski shops where you can pick up like hats and scarves and everything else. Like,
real variety of restaurants as well. Like we see a Vietnamese restaurant, we've seen a Thai restaurant, we've seen an Indian restaurant, so there was quite a variety. But one thing we'll say about Reykjavik is that, and we touched on it last night, was that we thought it was very, very quiet. Tonight there was a lot more people, but it's still very quiet. I got a real calm feel off walking around the city. There was no, you know, unexpected noise or nothing, nobody being loud or anything. It was just very pleasant, I think, to walk around. It
was beautiful as well. All the buildings and all, as I said, they were all painted in different colours, and they're all decorated with like lights, and again town, against the snow. It's a real pretty town to walk around. Yeah, a lot of fish and chip shops as well.
Yeah.
So it's obviously an Icelandic thing, like. But yeah, really, really cool to walk around it, wasn't it?
It was nice.
And then we took a 45-minute drive away, and we're in a new spot now. So it's part of the Golden Circle, which is a drive that you do in Iceland. So we've big plans for
We have
tomorrow.
big plans for tomorrow. We've become more kind of inland now in towards, I guess, not the centre of Iceland, but that direction. And there's a few very beautiful places in and around this area. So the plan is to go and see them.
Yes, there's national parks, there's waterfalls, there's natural hot springs, there's glaciers.
There's so much. We're really excited to see this part of Iceland. The city of Reykjavik was lovely, but also as well we're excited to see the real big hits of this country. So
yes, this is going to be more nature and just really different. But we're loving Iceland so far, honestly. It's like another world. When we actually arrived in, we were like, it's like being on another planet with all the snow and the way it's so flat and everything. It's really, really beautiful. So yeah, we can't wait to explore more of it and spend our time exploring it in our lovely camper van.
oh yeah, the best way to do it, in the camper van.
Anyway, we're going to close the video out. We're going to enjoy a beer after a long day and going to finish our burgers as well. But if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up to support our channel.
Also as well, if you're coming to Iceland and you're doing this van life thing, hit the subscribe button, because we're going to be making plenty of videos about the whole experience, the good, the bad, the ugly, everything is going to be in our Iceland travel series. So make sure to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell.
So we're going to close out and we'll see you in the next one from Iceland. Bye.